sometimes you do have to separate yourself from something that's not growing or something that doesn't have a great foundation. Something that looks like this, even though it looks fine, it could be better. So take yourself out of an environment sometimes and give yourself a nice clean space, a nice clean start over, watch it dry, put yourself in a new pot.
Alright, y'all, so I definitely was not planning on buying that, but I just can't help it. I love plants. I like having green space in my home. So I'm going to get these two. I think I'm going to paint these to replant my monsteras. And then I'm just going to go ahead and bite the bullet and buy this since I had to come to Lowe's when I did not want to. Anyways, what else? Do I need any more soil? I don't even need these. I have so many unused pots. Don't even make no sense. Let me get on out of here. So no, I don't know what I'm doing, but I do believe it is time for me to make some adjustments to the environment these plants are in. These are monsteras. And let me show you something. Hopefully you can see me. Recently, off these two plants, monsteras, I cut off the nodes so I can propagate and make new plants. So I got 3 out of that, and that looks really cool. And I'm not no plant person, but if I'm gonna be a mama, it's gonna be a plant mama, right? So they're just in this water, and I'm just waiting for the roots to grow. I just did this yesterday, so that's one. This is the second one. How cute. And I'm excited to see these grow. And then the third one has 2 in it. It has this one that looks pretty good. And then this one, because I tore off the leaf on accident a couple weeks ago and I was so sad, but they both have nodes for stems, so I'm just gonna see what happens with those. so sad. But anyways, the point of today is, I didn't get that in there, to put these in a smaller pot because I've read that they like smaller pots. They like a really intense root system. So I bought 2 smaller pots for them to go in. And so that's what I'm doing. But I also, of course, want to make sure that we are talking about deeper things while I do this. And just a thought came across that I didn't. So one of these, I'm pretty sure it was this one. Let me be careful before I break this. Came from this one. Looking nice and beautiful. But these leaves are pitiful. Like, I'm tempted to take this one off. These are all burnt up. So I was like, let me go ahead and separate y'all out so I can give you just a whole new separate environment to grow and thrive off of. And so I don't really want these to be attached to leaves that are pretty pitiful and not dead, but I think they could do better on their own, right? So I always say plants are like people, and there's science to back that up, I do believe. Sometimes you do have to cut yourself off from whatever environment you grew in. So physically cut off. Now that doesn't mean you have to go somewhere else. Like they're still buddies, right? They're still in the same vicinity. They're just in their own pot. You know, it's growing in its own environment and location, while just separate. Still apart but separate, right? So we have to sometimes do that in order to have a beautiful environment to grow in and grow for real. Because I also noticed that they were all pretty much stopped growing. Both of the plants just kind of reached the plateau. I'm like, why isn't it growing anymore? So I was like, you know what, we really are like plants. We need to kind of separate ourselves, find our own environment, whichever environment is best for your growth, that you can thrive in without being attached to things that are dead and not growing anymore. So in order for you to grow, sometimes you just need to go into your own environment. You've always heard like work in your hometown, so find yourself and grow. That's slightly different. I mean, it's the same, that's a little more extreme is what I'm saying. But if you need to just do your own thing and have your own thoughts and really find yourself, then try to go into a different environment, get some different people around you. You know, maybe you need to be in water instead of soil for a moment. I don't know. But another thing is, a part of environments is knowing what environment allows you to grow and thrive the best. So what I'm saying with this is I learned that the monsteras like a smaller pot. So the smaller the pot, the roots can get, and I'm just trying to show you the roots. I don't really know nothing about this, but I'm learning as I go. I'm trying not to, shock them too much or tear any roots, because it has grown a lot since I put it in this pot, which I'm still mistakenly put it in too big of a pot, because I thought, the bigger the pot, the more soil that's gives you so much room to grow. But then I learned, like, no, it isn't like that for real. Actually, let me take some of this soil out. I didn't want to do it down here for real, but people be out here just being nosy, so I had to come behind my privacy wall. Let me put some soil in here. So yeah, I thought a bigger pot would be the best. We're gonna read, like, no, these type of plants like a smaller pot. They like their roots to be very closed up together, and it helps it grow better and the leaves be bigger. I'm like, oh, that ain't what I thought. This is kind of beautiful, but I still think I can give it a better life. We've already given these other ones better lives because we separated from a somewhat growing, but I just don't like the appearance. I think it could do better on its own. These ones over here. Like I said, I'm trying to be very careful to not disrupt. Put that back here. All right, so let me see if y'all can see this. I'm not really trying to break nothing or anything. And I'm sorry, I'm talking kind of mellow, but it does feel really good out here. I'm a little tired, but I want to go ahead and do this. And I might paint I have another one of these that are black, that's black. I like painting my pots. This roots look really, really good. And I'm sorry to have to shock this plant again, but once I put it in here, I'm not gonna take it out again until it's really time for a bigger pot. So you don't want to be moving around too much and really messing with roots that don't need to be messed with, or messing with locations. You don't really need to go nowhere, do nothing. Don't, because that shock to the system when you go into a new environment can hurt the plant. But like I said, never mind, what do I know? I'm just trying to be careful not to like rip any roots down here. I think I'm ripping them anyway. Anyways, try to get what I can get. So here we go, and they probably need to be cleaned. I've heard something about like use peroxide, so I might go get some of that and just put some peroxide on the roots to keep it from if there's any infection. I've noticed some gnats and stuff be on it, but that looks pretty good. There's a hole in my glove. Pointless. So what are these? I think I ripped it up. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in here. But anyways, let me go get some peroxide real quick. Or should I? No, they look pretty healthy. Like I know. Child, like I know. All I know is they're about to go into this smaller pot. And the point of this is two things. Sometimes you do have to separate yourself from something that's not growing, or something that doesn't have a great foundation. Something that looks like this, even though it looks fine, it could be better. So take yourself out of an environment sometimes and give yourself a nice clean space, a nice clean start over, watch it thrive, put yourself in a new pot. Sometimes you need to just know what type of environment that you thrive in. You might think a bigger city is where you need to thrive. You might think a bigger pot is where you need to thrive, and that, oh, I'm gonna grow so big, but not knowing that you maybe need a smaller community to thrive. You might need your roots to be very close to you, and for you to get all that love and affection right where you are, and community and support in a small town feel, really being really enclosed in a smaller pot to help you grow bigger. Maybe that's what you need, but you need to know what kind of plant you are, what type of environment that you thrive the best in, how much water do you need. We really are, I think, like plants, and we should take a note from nature And don't be surprised if when you move to a new environment, how it is that you're shocked and you're failing a little bit, because that's okay. It's gonna take some time to get used to a new environment. I don't know how deep to make this, and I don't even know what I'm doing for real, but I think it's a good move. So anyways, I'm gonna plant both of these. I'm gonna be quiet. You can just watch me playing if you like. That was it of that. I just wanted to talk a little bit about what it made me think of. I'm trying to get this kind of down in here really nice. No, I think I need to be way deeper. Ooh, get deep in them roots, child. Figure out the root of the problem. The root of the problem. No, this is surface level issues. I wouldn't even talk about this. It's just too much sun. Too much sun. The roots look fine. No, if the problem is the roots or if it's a surface level. Do you need disinfecting? I think this is probably good enough. I need it to be nice and strong though. So maybe I need to get it a little deeper because this is a tall stem. I'm trying to get these roots down in here. Now I'm gonna start really tacking that on top. All right, I'm gonna be quiet. So I hope y'all, you can stick around if you want to, if you've listened to me this whole time or not. This will really get outside. So get some sunlight, drink plenty of water, and become a plant mom. I don't know. It really kind of teaches you how to attend to different needs. Some plants are low light, some just need indirect light, some need a lot of light, some need no water, you know. I didn't want to make a mess out here, but I think they're going to be so much happier. My plants will be happier. Talk to your plants, talk to yourself with good, kind words. And keep packing it. Just pack that down. So I just wanted to give it a strong foundation. And I want to give these babies a fresh start. So we're going to let that root system form and make sure I know that when I go to plant these in a pot, I already know we're not going for big pots. We're going for small ones. I have to save this. Put it over here. Don't know why I needed to buy myself a new pot when I have 1,000 pots behind me. But it is what it is. So there's that one. How cute. We're going to water that and leave it alone. I might let it sit outside just because, child, I don't know. I'm going to put this over here and do the other one. Okay, I'll stop talking. Thanks all for watching. Yeah. So raggedy. I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Happy Vlogmas. I did not say that. Oh my gosh. All right, let me do the other one.